Am I live? That was the best way to start. Yeah, I forgot to mention this. You could actually rearrange your party members by doing that. Okay, cool, I'm live. Alright, good. Everything sounds fine. I turned the volume on the game up a little bit, because I noticed it sounded a little low in the recording. Sound fine? Everything's good? Good. Okay. So last time, we came all the way up here, then I left, went all the way to the hidden dungeon, beat it, and then came back up here, and we're about to trying to beat what's their names, that group of people up to the top of the lighthouse. So here we go. This is the end of this game. We're moving right on to 2 right afterwards. At long last, the time has come to light Venus Lighthouse's beacon. Hold on. Ignore that. With the second beacon lit, only 2 will remain. No, lighting Jupiter is virtually the same as lighting Mars. That is true, Jupiter is really all that remains. That's right, your dreams are within your grasp now. So what happened was, you know, they lit the first lighthouse, we're on a quest to stop them, and now they're about to light the second one. And there's 4 total. Why are you still here, Felix? I thought I ordered you on ahead to the ship. I've already sent Jenna and the others to the dock at Itajima. It wasn't really a dock, it's more like a rocky outcliff with just the boat parked outside it. But whatever, we're not gonna discuss that. Then why did you come back? Because I have a different promise to keep. Let me clear my door here a little bit. Promise, you say? You must mean Sheba. Yes, Sheba. Why haven't you released her yet? You promised to free her once you got into Venus Lighthouse. And that's what brought you back here? You promised not to involve anyone who wasn't related to this matter. Sheba is special. Of course. Because Sheba is a special adept? You guys learned something from the first 2 lighthouses. And what would that be? In order to enter each lighthouse, you need an adept of that clan. Right now, we have fire, earth, and water adepts, but no wind. That does seem to be the case. Do we need Sheba to get into the Jupiter Lighthouse? I'm sorry, Felix, but we cannot enter without a wind adept. That being the case, I guess I understand why you can't set her free. It seems that you too have learned something. If that is all, then you should go, Felix. No, I can't leave Sheba behind. I'm taking her to the ship. What are you talking about, Felix? We don't know what'll happen when you light this beacon. I won't leave her here to find out. We told you that we'd protect Sheba. Don't you trust us? That's not what I'm saying. It's just best to be safe. Don't tell us what's best, Felix. You're not taking Sheba. Why not? What? You don't trust me? How can we after you just demanded we free her? If we had trusted you a moment ago, Sheba would be free now. Come with me, Sheba. I shall protect you. Are you ready to do this even though it means fighting us? I believe he is. He would not have defied us if he lacked the will to fight. If it means protecting Sheba from harm, then I must. You've seen what we can do. You know you can't stop us. How long has Felix known Sheba? Because they took her when they went to Tolby, and that was only like a few areas ago. So why is he so like hell-bent on protecting her? How can you protect her when you can't even protect yourself? Interesting, that line sounds very familiar. This rebellious attitude is exactly why we've never let you fight. Haven't you been given enough reason to fear us in these travels? You're no fighter, Felix. How can you hope to stand against us? You've questioned us for the last time. Let's see what you can do. Looks like they're having a falling out over Sheba. There's something more to it, though. It seems Satoros and Minardi no longer trust Felix. Looks like the perfect opportunity has just fallen into our laps. Now's our only chance to prevent them from lighting the beacon. There's not a moment to spare. Let's move. Imagine how terrifying this must be, jumping from these platforms when you're like 1,000 feet in the air. Isaac. So, you've come to stop us. Look what your defiance has brought us, Felix. I don't need you or anyone to rescue me, Isaac. I almost read that as rescue Isaac. I was just about to settle things here with Satoros and Minardi. You can watch. And then we'll show you the true power of this beacon's light. But Sheba has nothing to do with this, so set her free. Silence! You'd best tread lightly, Felix, or both you and Sheba will suffer. If anything happens to Sheba, we'll fail Faran. We won't permit you to We won't permit you to lay a hand on Sheba or Felix. Yeah, they all have powers. They'll be fine. Final boss's hype. Oh, so you're worried about Sheba too? Don't worry, we won't hurt Sheba if you meet our conditions. What are you doing, Satoros? Leave this to me. Sheba, do you remember the rod connected to Hesperia? The Rod of Hesperia? The rod required to reach the Jupiter Lighthouse. Yeah. Those who pursue us bear a rod. Is it the one? Sheba, stay where you are. You could do it from there. How about it, Sheba? Well... Perhaps. Perhaps? Perhaps what? Don't yell at her. We're not yelling. We just want a straight answer. So, Sheba? Your minds are veiled. I cannot see it clearly, but I think it's the one. It's a waste to make her try again. So what do we do? Do you know the terms we will require before we agree not to harm Sheba? I want the rod that will get us into Jupiter Lighthouse. If you give us the Shaman's Rod, Sheba will not be harmed. Agreed? He wants the Shaman's Rod. If it will save Sheba, I'll give it up. What? But Hammett gave that to you, Ivan. Don't you care what happens to Sheba? Isaac shakes his head, or Garrett shook his head, no. Then you will give us the rod. The rod. Well done, Satoros. We finally have the Shaman's Rod. I don't know why I stopped there. I kind of froze up. Go get it, Felix. Why me? To ensure your loyalty to us. Go on. Yoink. Isaac handed over the Shaman's Rod, even though Ivan had it. You've always pronounced Sheba like the dog Sheba. I don't know. Should it be she? I mean, it is kind of, she does live in like kind of like a desert. There's a desert kind of like Middle Eastern, so maybe it is Sheba? I don't know. I've always said Sheba. Actually, I called her Lindsay the first time I played the game. I don't know why. Also, I'm taking a drink. Since this is the end of this game and the beginning of the next one, there's going to be a lot of dialogue tonight, so I needed a drink. This is going to be rough. Excuse me. What should I do with the rod? Keep it safe. Where do you think you're going, Sheba? We gave you the rod, now release Sheba. Actually, you know what? Is it Sheba? Wait, let me check. Because I've been saying Sheba for like 4 days now. Whoa, what the okay. Okay. Oh, it is Sheba. Her Japanese name is exactly the same, and it's pronounced Sheba. Alright, so it's Sheba. I was wrong. It is Sheba. Whatever do you mean? You said you'd free Sheba if we gave you the rod. Those were your Tworms? Okay, cool. I can't read tonight. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. We gave you the rod, so release Sheba. You seem to have misunderstood. I said we wouldn't harm her. I never said we'd let her go. And that's true. You did say that. You're altering the bargain? Pray I don't alter it further. Haha, we can't help it if you misinterpreted Saturos' terms. Besides, if we release her, she'd be in quite a fix. What do you mean? Sheba can't get back to Lalavero alone. What do you mean? We're going to take her to Sheba. We're going to take Sheba... Oh, man. That's right. You won't be going back. This is it for you. Excuse me? Enough. You're the ones who said who aren't going anywhere. Wait, oh my god. Oh, I gotta take a second to actually read the dialogue. You're gonna see Rogue One tomorrow morning? Oh, that's awesome. I might go see it this weekend if my brother wants to go see it. I know, that's why I said it, because I'm in the Star Wars mood. I'm looking forward to Rogue One. I've heard it's really good. And I liked Force Awakens, too. I know that's kind of one that gets like a mixed reception now, but I enjoyed it, so if they're saying Rogue One's even better, then I'm definitely down for it. Bring it on, whelp. You won't live long enough to regret your stupidity. Prepare to experience the first-hand horror of a Master Fire Adept. So the only important thing here is that Isaac does not die. For a reason I'll explain later. Should I go for Jin spam? Yeah, I probably should. Actually, you know what? It's better to do it on her first, because she's gonna run out of energy first. Excuse me. The nice thing about Luff is that it almost always works on every enemy, so you could seal any energy's synergy pretty quickly. Whereas, like, actually using the sealing move, like, never works. Actually, is there a sealing move? I don't remember. Or is that just an enemy thing? Aura. Yeah, that aura is definitely not as good as the fire one. Bind, that was it. Bind rarely works on bosses, though. Ah, all those buffs for nothing. I used to love when enemies cast magic like that, because it's like, oh, at least I'm not getting hurt. Mario RPG comes to mind when Smithy would cast a Shredder, and all that did was remove your buffs, because I would never buff in that game at all. See, I focus on Saturos with attacks, and then I go after Minority with the summons. Kind of evens it out. Oof. Based on the target's luck. Alright. Oof. Well, at least they went after Isaac. Luff is a guaranteed hit. Okay, good. At least I know that. Should probably Jin. We haven't used any synergy yet. It's probably for the best that I just kind of keep her guarded now, because she's a little weak. Yeah, it might be time to start busting out the wish strats. Evil Spirit. Oh wow, he's Taurus is dead. Holy shit. Alright. Let's do a regular round of attacks, just so she can use Tonic. I'd rather not go into the final battle with a status ailment. We did it! We beat him! Alright, Sheba, let's go. Felix, what are you doing? I cannot give her up. What? But we just saved you! I never asked you to help us. Felix, you're not one of them. You're free to go now. So why are you doing this? The 4 beacons must still be lit. You're going to light the beacons? That's ridiculous. I felt you'd say that, but I'm going to do it anyway, and not explain it to you even though I clearly could right now. So wait, if he means to light the beacons, then he's our enemy, right? Friend or enemy, you won't stop me from taking Sheba with me. That's kind of an awkwardly worded line. I hope you don't think you finished us off. Yeah, rip. Nope, they're not rip yet. You may not be finished, but you can barely stand. Right now, yes, but we'll be back on our feet as soon as we do this. Oh no, he threw the elemental star into the lighthouse. It's funny because the animation for it going down the pit is completely different for the last two. How could this happen? We couldn't keep them fighting. We couldn't keep them from lighting the beacon. That's not all. The energy of the beacon will restore our power. How can it restore their power? Venus is Earth Elemental, right? Then why would it give Venus adepts to fire? Why would Venus give power to fire adepts? Fire and Earth share a symbiotic relationship. Wow, how did I know what that word meant as a kid? I would not have. I thought it probably said symbolic and wasn't paying attention. This light will restore our synergy, and also restore mine. We'll fight you as many times as it takes. We won't lose. You may have beaten the two of us, but now you'll face the true might of the Fire Clan of the North. Fire Clan of the North? Bear witness to the true strength of the Northern Wilds. I fucked that line up, and I was looking forward to reading that one too. Oh, give it up. We'll beat you once, and we'll do it again. Go, Felix. Take Sheba and go. I can go? We might not have the strength to protect Sheba after this. You must take Sheba to the ship without fail. What are you waiting for? Go, now. No, I cannot leave you to fight them alone. Are you saying you don't want to lose to Isaac? I wonder if that's true. What was that? Wouldn't you be just a little sad to see your childhood friend perish? What are you saying? I'm saying you're here to protect this brat from your past. Do you really think that I would help them? Let's just say I wouldn't put it past you. And you, Saturos, do you agree? I wouldn't say that, but it would be best not to raise our suspicion. Now who's telling whom what's best? Fine, I'll take Sheba for you. Come on, Sheba. Wait, Felix, I won't let you go. Felix is the least of your worries right now. Oh my, they're glowing. It's time you learn what true power is. Their synergy is overflowing. It's too late to run. Uh-oh, they're fusing. They've merged into one another. Everyone, get back. Man, when I first saw this, I was so hyped. I was like, what the fuck? They turned into a giant dragon? That's awesome. Well, we've already got some Jin. You know what, though? I better play this. It's kind of safe. For now. Actually, wait. Yeah, I'll seal the synergy. Shit. Something to wish. If we didn't have less, if we had more HP, I wouldn't bother. I know, I had to do that because, I'm not going to open the stream page in the middle of it and change the title, so I just put the second game in from the start. Truth be told, this is only going to take like another half hour or so, 40 minutes to get to the end, and then the rest of the stream is going to be Lost Age. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the stream and restart it, though, so that there's two separate video files, because I don't want to have to, like, chop it up in editing, because this computer does not edit quickly. It renders very slowly in my video program. So I'm just going to stop the stream and then restart it immediately. But I also don't want to bother opening the page to get to it again, so I'm not going to screw around. There's defense. Resistance. I'll hold off on Fizz. Dragon Driver. So, fun fact, this attack and the Fusion Dragon's ultimate attack are just recolors, essentially, of two of the fire summons. Which I thought was pretty neat. Ah, I wish Mist Potions were in this game. Oh, you're right. Fusion Dragon doesn't have synergy. Man, there must be some delay. You're both commenting, like, really late on stuff here. There must be a big stream delay tonight. That sucks. Actually, no. Why am I doing that? It's time to start playing it a little safer here. No, we don't need to do that. Oh, come on. After I did all that, that's a synergy move. Isn't it? Oh, here we go. This is a recolored meteor. Oh, I love how Isaac's a healer, too. It makes me so happy that there's healing from multiple people. Oh, why couldn't Flash recover first? Also, yeah, there's at least one person in another chat. I have Telegram open, and someone talks to me through that as well because they don't have a Twitch account. So there's multiple people here. Oh, that damage is so good. Garrett's fucked. Mia's fucked, actually. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, we're still in it. Potent Cure on Mia. Flash. Kite on Isaac. We're gonna start summon rushing with him. Or we're gonna build up to a summon, rather. You son of a bitch. Ugh. Alright, he's got two. It's Bane? Actually, no. Well, it doesn't matter which order, because Ground always goes first. Yeah, Ground it for one turn, Bane the other one. Torch. We'll set Kite again. She'll use Wishwell. Ah, poison. That's deadly poison too, right? That's worse than the normal one. Flint. Yeah, he's already used Torch. Wait, what? Oh, he only had the one. Alright, so let's do that. Let's have her keep wishing. Wow, that does not refill a lot of synergy. That'll go second, right? It shouldn't go after that. Defense, yeah, we'll do it a direct attack. Any buffs will usually get removed. Squall. Yeah, there's a... There's a bind. Might be time to use tonic. That's good lemonade or iced tea. Oh, I beat it. Never mind. Awesome. How did we lose? We're superior in every way, but we were still defeated. We did it. We won. We beat them, but have we really won? All our efforts were for naught. What are you talking about? We did everything we could. Sure, we couldn't save the Venus Lighthouse, but we beat them. They're gone. You saw them fall down into the pit. You don't have to worry about any more beacons being lit. But Felix is gone, and he's taken Sheba. What's with you guys? Isaac, what are you looking at? Felix. Did you finish them? No one knew their power better than I did. If you destroyed them, then I'm no match for you now, Isaac. I must go. Come, Sheba. Wait, Felix. Why did you run from us? They fell into the lighthouse. It's all over. You fools. If you think it's over, you're sadly mistaken. If you plan to light the other beacons, you'll still need the elemental stars. We have them. They're gone, Felix. You don't have to light the beacons anymore. That's actually a lie, too. He doesn't have them. He has the one star for the Jupiter Lighthouse. Isaac still has the Mars star. Yes, I do. If I don't light the beacons, what will happen? It's no use talking about it. Just wait and see. Oh my god. I'm sure if he actually explained what was going on right there, this wouldn't have turned out like this. If you won't release Sheba, we'll have to take her back. Oh, shit. We broke it. Or they broke it, I guess. We didn't do shit. The lighthouse? Isaac, they're too far away. We can't reach Felix. That's not all. There's a light coming from down below. No, Sheba! Hold on, Sheba. Take my hand. I can't. You must try. If you don't, you'll fall. Look down. The foundations of the lighthouse are crumbling. Good times. Good times. Why is this happening? Is it to protect Venus Lighthouse? Well, it's already too late for that. I mean, the beacon's already lit. I'm slipping. I can't hold on any longer. No, don't let go. You can't. You'll... Goodbye, Felix. And thank you. I always thought she was kind of sliding against the wall, but I think she was just falling slowly. Sheba, no. I won't let you die. They dead. They dead. Also, only time in this entire game that Isaac's face portrait comes up. And it's not even to say anything. It's just three exclamation points. Sheba fell after that last tremor. Felix didn't dive into the sea after her, did he? I can't believe he did that from so high up. Rip. Yep. You idiot, Felix. I can't believe he said he'd light the other beacons. We would have had to fight him if this hadn't happened. But he sacrificed himself to save Sheba. He's not like Saturos. I'm at a loss, Isaac. We have to decide what to do next. What to do? What can we do? What about Jenna and the others at Itajima? Oh yeah, I completely forgot about Jenna. Isaac, listen up. We've got to find her. He's like stunned. Look at that. Isaac has finally come back to his senses. Shouldn't we go find Jenna and the others right away? It's about time you started agreeing with me. Isaac, you'll have to tell Jenna about Felix. I know it'll be hard, but you'll be there to comfort her. What's the matter, Garrett? I was just thinking, how the heck are we supposed to get down? Good point, this is going to make leaving very difficult. Oh, never mind, we're good. It's back to normal. That was odd. What's going on around here? I don't think we'll ever know. At least for now, we could go search for Jenna and the others. Alright, let's go, Isaac. It's time to find her. But despite a long and tiring search, Jenna was nowhere to be found. What about Kraden? Didn't they completely forget about him? How did the search for Sheba turn out? We were unable to find any sign of her. The seas are too rough to search, and there's no sign of her on land. Tolby's responsible for Sheba's fate. No apology can reflect the sorrow I feel at your loss, Farron. All we can do now for Sheba is hope. But tell me, what of Jenna and the others? The same. We've searched all over, but they're nowhere to be found. Yeah. The ground tore apart from the shock of the lighthouse and the ship. Apparently everything at Itajima, including the ship, was swept away. So Itajima itself was washed out to sea? Incredible, then the cave too has been flooded? But we think Jenna and the others are still alive. They may have been washed out to sea with Itajima. We've decided to continue searching for her. Haven't we, Isaac? Do not worry about Sheba. I just hope you will be able to find Jenna. We will find Sheba without fail. Sheba has been in dangerous situations before and lived. But this time I believe it was nothing short of a miracle. Who else knew the sea would rise up to the lighthouse just as she fell? Can you really call that a miracle? Do you think it was just good luck? Let's call it a mere coincidence for now. Nothing is coincidental when it comes to this child. So you believe Sheba survived? Yes, I'm sure of it. Just because she was an adept? An adept? What is that? Well, it's someone with abilities like theirs. Isaac, you and your friends are truly amazing. You were able to enter the ancient ruins and get to Venus Lighthouse. But Sheba was different. She couldn't enter the ruins. That's just because her abilities were different from theirs. No matter how many times I explain that to Farron, he doesn't get it. Garrett, don't be rude. Unfortunately, we don't have time to talk. We've got to go. That's right, I didn't mean to keep you. That didn't come out right. Just like half the lines I've been reading tonight, we mean that while we're talking, Jenna and the others are lost at sea. I understand your desire to leave as soon as possible. The seas have been very rough since the beacon was lit. Be careful. You too. Farewell. Take care, and farewell. Thank you very much. I hope your search for Sheba yields success. Robbie Vero. Please wait for me outside Farron's house. I wish to speak with you. You will find Jenna someday. Farewell. Farron says knowing her power, Sheba is no doubt alive. But I can't be sure until I see it. You're leaving after all, aren't you? You're welcome in Olivero anytime. To say the lighthouse crumbled down, it's as it should be. That's not Toby's to be blamed for what happened to Sheba. Toby should be cursed and destroyed. Not Venus Lighthouse, that's still around. Actually, you can't do anything over here. There's no point in even going that way. I must explain their promise to Lord Bobby before it's too late. So there are some people like Isaac and his friends in Angara. If only I were a little younger, I'd go to Angara. Where are you going, Isaac? Item asks, wait, did you forget? I know we need to leave, but we should hear what Iotum has to say. Where are we going if we leave? We could delay our departure a little longer. Let's wait. Thank you for waiting for me. As you no doubt have guessed, I need to speak with you about Lemuria. Excuse me. Yes, the island of ancients far out at sea. When you cannot find Jenna, you return to Venus Lighthouse. Yeah, the base of the lighthouse is flooded, so we couldn't get out. And that's when you gazed out to sea as you promised Bobby you would? Yes, and we saw an area wrapped in mist. I remember how Bobby said Lemuria was always covered in mist. I'm not sure, but I'm beginning to think that may be Lemuria. If it is, then Bobby's life could be saved? Yes. And I guess we have no choice but to go. Good, then it's settled. I'll make arrangements for you to leave at once. But we have to find Jenna at first. That is the other reason I wanted to see you, to give you this. The Black Orb. The item we got for like 2 seconds before. Oh, isn't that? You'll need it to sail Bobby's ship. I thought the ship we saw at Itajima was Bobby's. His ship is here in Lalavero. So the ship at the peninsula was Saturos' ship. Perhaps, but we have no way of finding that out now. See, the first time I played this game, I didn't go there, so I didn't know what this dialogue was talking about. Yes, they're gone. But now we could sail the ship of the ancients. It certainly will aid us in our search for Jenna. Bobby told me of the ship of the ancients is an incredible vessel. It'll make your search for Jenna much easier. We appreciate it. But I want you to find Lemuria as soon as possible. We promised Bobby we would find Lemuria. We will not fail him. Yeah, I know. Oh, man, I would love to have seen what would happen there. Especially since the last sanctum is, like, right 2 rooms right before it. The ship is docked at the edge of town. You'll know when you see it. Farewell, and bring back news of Lemuria. Right on, Isaac. We finally get to see the ocean. To sea we go. It's time to depart. The explosion in the Venus ruins was caused by Bobby Lighthouse to crumble. Works of man can never withstand such mystical power. Where are you going? Aren't we taking Bobby's ship? Then we should head to that wharf the soldier in town was guarding. I thought they had done me in for sure, but I'm all better now. I'll never let my guard down again. We'll protect Lalavero from danger. Are you leaving? I do not know where you're headed, but wherever it is, you will do fine. Sheba jumped into the ocean from the top of the lighthouse? Unbelievable. I saw the beacon of Venus Lighthouse lit up. It was one of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. I can't believe you escaped Venus Lighthouse. What? The tunnel under the lighthouse is not flooded? So that's how you came back, huh? Sheba should be fine. She was fine when she fell from the sky. The height of that lighthouse is nothing for her. Sheba will awake when the beacon in Venus Lighthouse is lit. Then Lalavero will be free from Toby's grip. I can't wait until Sheba is back. All of Lalavero is awaiting her return. I don't need it. Any last-minute artifacts? Nope. Oof. Bobby Lighthouse crumbled when all the land shook. No one can enter now because it's too dangerous inside. So the ruins really are connected to Venus Lighthouse. I knew it. What Sheba said was true. I always wanted a break, but being on vacation all the time is no fun. You finally solved the mystery of the ruins. I had no idea these ruins were connected to Venus Lighthouse. Where could Sheba be now? I'm so worried. If you defeated that evil bunch, that must mean you're mighty warriors. I almost said whitey warriors. The continent broke apart around the lighthouse, and the lands beyond it are now far from the continent of Gondolin. Will they ever return? Probably not. What happened to those living on the other side of the lighthouse? I was told to let you in if you showed up. The door's open. Apparently a ship has been docked here all this time. Must be a very special ship. This sure seems like a strange place for Bobby to moor his yacht. I went to the ocean to look for Sheba, but it was so rough. We wanted to send ships out to find her, but we can't yet. The ships would all capsize in those rough waters. The peninsula behind Venus Lighthouse is flooded. The powers of the ancients are fierce. I was already in here. I was in here too. Alright, I've done everything. I already know there's nothing up here. None of these boxes have anything in it. All that blue is making me thirsty again. Looks like it's finally time to leave Gondolin. It's so strange, we've been traveling for so long, and yet it feels like we've only just begun. Now that I think about it, so many things have happened. But our journey will be over as soon as we find Jenna, right? What do you mean? Our next journey? What journey is that? You didn't forget, did you, Garrett? Our promise to Bobby. Oh, Lemuria. I wonder what kind of place Lemuria is. We have to find Jenna before going to Lemuria, don't we? We could go do either or in either direction. Jenna's going to be very sad when I tell her you said that. At any rate, this will be our first time on the ocean. So this is the ocean Kraden wanted me to see. The seas are very rough. Do you think we'll be okay? This is a Lemurian ship. We'll be fine. Well, shall we then? To sea. Jenna is waiting for us. You've never met... Well, actually, no, you kind of did meet her. Man, when I first beat this game and that was the ending, I was like, what? So we don't get to find out what happens? Because I'd never played a game that just ended abruptly like that before. I was like, no, that can't be the end. And I didn't know that the sequel was already, like, being made. I got this game, like, a couple months after it came out, which was, like, a couple months before the Japanese version of the second one was announced. So it was like, oh, man, I really hope this game isn't a sequel, because I totally am not happy with just this being the ending. But yeah, now looking back on it, I definitely, the very first time I played this game, I did not understand a lot of it. I just wanted a big flashy RPG. And I was like, well, I got it. It wasn't too bad. Took pretty much, well, not exactly an hour because I started at 7:10. So it took 51 minutes to beat it, to beat that entire ending. And I didn't use any items, which kind of sucks because, well, you'll see when in a few minutes. But actually, no, you won't. It won't really matter. I use very minimal items. Also, Motoi Sakuraba did the soundtrack for this. I love his work. He does like every RPG ever. Well, most RPGs. He does a lot of RPGs. He does what is it? Did he do Tales? No. Yeah, no, he does do the Tales series. There's Tales. He does Star Ocean. And he also does the Mario Golf and Tennis games. Pretty much all the Camelot games. Bill Trinan. So he was already doing translation stuff at this point. Actually, no. Because he did translation stuff for a long time. Now he doesn't do translations anymore. Now Bill's like the head of marketing. I just heard about this last night. From another streamer, I think. They mentioned that Bill was kind of a marketing guy now, rather than the translator. This is back when Mr. Yamauchi was still the head of Nintendo at the time. When did Iwata take over? Was that like 2006, 2005? This is 2001, this game, so it's definitely before he was like the head, the executive producer. Save your adventure? Yes. You cannot resume your adventure with this data. Carefully choose a place to save your data. So this is going to play into the next game in just a few minutes. But not yet, because we got another scene. Oh, Kraden, how long will this island continue to drift? I don't know, I wish you could tell me. Sheesh, you're no help in times like this. Hey, I'm hungry. How can you think about food? I wonder what happened to my brother. I can't be certain, but it looks like they lit the Venus beacon. You don't have to tell me that. That's how we wound up adrift at sea, right? You're so cranky today, Jenna. Well, I suppose you must be worried about Felix. Isaac and his friends must have been nearby, too. They probably were. I miss them. Isaac, Felix. Our boy Alex. There's something I wish to show you. Walk this way. Felix, Sheba. They're alive. They're alive. What is this? Alex, what happened? And that was the end of the game. There was like no new game plus stuff, nothing. You can't even continue. Like, see, if I press and hold down, it just skips over that data. I can use it in battle mode though, which is pretty neat. It was kind of a nice way to like keep playing the game even after you've beaten it. And I imagine a lot of people accidentally just saved a clear data without resuming their adventure, or without like making another file so they could continue playing. Not that there's much to do. But I didn't really show this mode off. It's mostly just, if you talk to this guy, you can play like a versus match between people. And what it is it's just these three characters. So that's why like switching is important here, because one character will always sit out. And then this just lets you fight a random monster, and you don't get anything for it. You just get a list of your consecutive wins. That's pretty much it. So that was like, you know, They made you think that was all there was to this. Then when they announced the second game, and they were like, oh, by the way, your clear data can transfer over to the next game. It was like, well, how do we do that? Well, if you press B or start here, the screen goes black. Like, this part fades out. But if you press B and then hold R and L at the same time, or R and left at the same time, you get the send option, which you can only choose clear data for this. And there's two modes, cable and password. If you do cable, you need 2 Game Boy Advances, both games, and then you link them up, and you actually just transfer the data over that way. And it transfers everything that you could possibly transfer right off the bat, so you don't have to worry about it. And it just, it's really quick, really easy. Password, you actually choose which level of stuff you want to bring. All of them bring over your level and Jin. Silver also brings over specific character stats, so if you've used any, like, apples or mints to raise your stats, those are counted in too. Gold also carries over your inventory and your coins. In addition, it also carries over 3 events that I did in Golden Sun. Specifically, winning Colosso, saving the guy from the rock that was trapped under it at that one point, and going back to the second town in the game and finding out that the thieves escaped from jail. So, like, you know, bronze it's only like 16 letters, it's really easy. Silver is a full page and then a couple letters. And then you have gold, where it's 5 full pages, and then like 10 more after that. So if you didn't have 2 Game Boy Advances, and you wanted to transfer over everything, you needed to write this long-ass password down, and then transfer it over to the next game. Yeah, and then the send option disappears. So yeah, that's Golden Sun. That's all there is to this game. I'm going to start the second game in just a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the stream for like a few seconds so that the video file is made, and then restart it with Lost Age. So I'll be right back, guys. Don't worry.